Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Jones. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing Jones.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Browns at 9-3 here on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
The slot man in motion right. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11. 11.
Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you can describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
2nd and 5 now. Jones. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From midfield now, Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down. Here's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Gun. Dodge. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Hey, you gotta go for it.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action. Jones steps away. This is Gordon on the dump off. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did. Off
the play fake, Jones. And he fires Fires one, but incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Jones throwing on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jones now on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jones. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
York able to send this one through,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's got room. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this is back to a 5-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards. And the Bengals have come back to make it a 2-point game. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Greg Newsome. He's at the 50, the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd and 1, Jones. Throw to the right here to Gordon.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
from the left hash. This from 53 yards out.
York able to send this one through.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's got a Bengals first down as we get this up to about the 42. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They're going to give this to Mixon.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11 MT.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
Look at the big man rumble.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Jones now. Off play action. And he's going to go down again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield. So they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Now it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now Burrow on 1st down. That's the tight end Hurst with it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
11 empty, 11 empty. 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And again, it's Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You need to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Nixon.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase.
And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
87 yards.
And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now Jones
eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Jones to Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Jones
throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
The tight end in motion right.
To throw is Jones. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jones.
He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jones to throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making